What's up, prospectors? Dig Daddy out here in the shed, bringing you another episode of Backyard Prospecting. And today, we're going to be checking out the new mat profile from Prospector's Dream. We have the Dream Mat Micro Dredge. So, it's a twist on the micro, and we're going to check it out here today, look at its features, and maybe run a little dirt down the sluice and see how it performs. So stick around, we're going to check that out.
Backyard prospecting, blazing trails by the riverside. In search of treasures, no place to hide. With gold in our eyes, it won't be denied.
All right, welcome back. So, Prospector's Dream, they did it again. They introduced or reintroduced and reinvented the micro sluice. They're calling this one the Micro Dredge. It's your micro sluice, your micro riffle configuration, but there's a little bit of a twist. Each and every cell has an additional little drop off and a much more aggressive spin that's going to push your heavy material into that little holding cell. And that's where you want your gold. You want your gold to get sucked up into that holding cell so that it's not going to go anywhere. So that's going to ensure that your gold's going to probably all drop out right here up on top. But that's the new design. A little bit different than the old Micro Dredge. I'll throw up a picture of these side by side for you guys to check out. Pardon that the old one's a little bit dirty. But I'll also go ahead and give you a description as it's seen on the website. We'll throw that up for you. And I'll read it along. I'll kind of skim over the more important parts. The thing costs $39, about the same as the old Micro Dredge. I think that one was $35. You can go look that one up. They still offer both, I believe. Now, this new one features faster feed rates. It's designed to handle increased feed rates so you can dump more material down the way. Increased holding capacity. These deeper riffles are going to hold, these deeper cells are going to hold more material. And a faster spin. So, what does that mean? The vortex action in the cell is so obvious that you know every contour and shape was designed to use a hydrocyclone power. It's going to be more aggressive. That's what that's telling me. The 6x16 is an essential piece. Blah, 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 blah. What this means. More power. All right. So, more power. That's what it's all about. It's going to be more efficient, more aggressive. With those smaller material, and it's going to dump it in those cells a lot harder. That sounds awesome to me. So I think we're just going to replace the mat on the in-house sluice here, run some material down it, and just get an idea of how it runs, how it feels, and what it looks like. Now you're going to maybe use this out at the river. I might even get a second one of these to use on my folding sluice because it has it'll have the Micro Dredge up on top, and then that'll turn into the full-size dredge down below. So that's going to give me a good opportunity for catching all the small material and then maybe some bigger nuggets if I happen to be in an area where those are. But we'll see how it works. We'll see how it performs, and we'll check it out here on the sluice. First, it's right fresh out of the box, so I'm gonna run some Dawn or something down it, clean it up, get any of that residual mold release off of it, and then we'll set it up here on the sluice. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. All right. So just for a quick comparison, I've got the new style versus the old style. I'm not even sure I would say it's the old style, really. This is obviously going to be the closest mat to the Micro the micro mat. And so that's why I'm going to go ahead and compare the two, because for me, it's either I'm going to use this one or I'm going to use that one. We all know Dream Mat's awesome. It's catching up here for sure. But looking at the cells, definitely I see there's going to be a lot more space in these cells. It's hard to see here on this camera, but I'll put up a picture for you of the side profile of the mat. It's like a saw. And so you can tell that it's going to be a lot more aggressive as it hits the cells. They're going to want to drop down, and they're going to have a lot more of a challenge to overcome. So you're not going to lose the gold. It's going to get stuck in there, and then water, with the way that the cells work, is just going to push it right up there in those little itty bitty holes. So this, I can tell, is going to be very, very good at catching gold, especially out there in the wild. You want a nice aggressive catch right up front. You want your gold to get caught right here in this first 6 inches. This is the gold zone, as I call it. All of your gold, or most of your gold at least, should be caught right here. So having these big, long runs, really that's just insurance. Wider is just so you can run more, but this is where your gold's going to most likely start to pile up. So you've got a lot of space for that. And if you're running all day, you're running a lot of material over this mat, you've got a lot of space to fill. So this is going to hold a crap load of gold if it's all filled up. This is a lot of gold here too, but it's almost, dude, you can tell it's like double. The profile on the individual cells, it's like night and day. They're almost twice as deep. It's almost like the Cape D, but not as big of cells. It's kind of condensed more into the micro. And so this, I think, is going to be awesome for running pay dirt. And for if you're in areas where most of your gold is under a 1/4 inch or even smaller, this is it. This is the mat you're going to be wanting to run up front, and a bigger mat down below, just to be sure for larger pieces. So I'm going to set this up now, and we're going to take a look, see what it's running. I do want to point out the build quality on this is awesome. Compared to the old style, these used to be, pour it down and it just sits there, I guess. And you can tell that it's kind of a raw top. On this new mat, everything is so finished. From the front side, the sides, and the bottom itself. You can see the mold, the lines of the mold here. So it's all very uniform and clean. These are awesome. They really kicked up their game with these. The material feels nice. And when I was cleaning it, getting that mold release off of it, man, I could just feel the quality in this was stellar. So they've really knocked it out of the park with this new mat. All right, enough of me going on. Let's go fire up the sluice and run a little dirt and see how well this thing performs. All right, so I got the new mat installed on the sluice here. I guess it's a high banker, sort of power sluice, whatever. Anyways, I got it on the rig. And as you can see, it fits the 6x16 profile almost perfectly. It's a little bit, just a hair on the long side, but you know what? That's all good. It's got support all the way down. Now I did pre-wet the mat just to make sure all the little holes got filled up with water, not air. And that's something, even with the micro mat, you have to make sure you got those cells filled in. Otherwise, they're going to fill up with air, and that's going to be a cushion for your gold to kind of slide out on. So now, in my opinion, it just doesn't look right for this mat to be running slow. But I can tell that even being ran slow, it's very aggressive. You can just see it boom, 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 boom. But I can tell that it wants to be let go. So I'm going to run this at 9 volts. It's a 750 pump. Look how much smoother it's flowing up here at 9 volt with that much flow. And I think in the wild, it's going to appreciate a little bit heavier flow as well to really help clear out those cells. Try to get the flow a little bit more centered. Yeah. There we go. All right. So, to test this mat out today, I've got some pay dirt already made up. I threw a gram of gold in here, and there may be a little bit of other gold in there that was already in the material. This is just some of my honey hole dirt. And we're going to wet this up and run it down the sluice and see how well it catches. I mean, I'm sure it's going to catch the gold. I'm really confident that, you know, it's not going to be a problem. But let's test things out. Let's check this baby out and reclaim our gold. All right. So, get a little water up in there. Get this dirt nice and wet. Frog this. All right. I'll throw some tunes on for you and some tunes on for me. We can all kick back and relax. And then we'll find our gold. All right, let's go.
Sunrise cracks the ridgeline cold. Another day to chase that gold. Got the fever in my bones. Prospector's dream. New sluice spark shine, ready for gold find. Paydirt dream, yeah, paydirt dream. Gotta find that gold. Paydirt dream. Water pump is primed to roll. Gravel bars got something more than just rocks and river sand. Gotta get it in my hand. Micro.
All right. So we ran that dirt. And here's what we got. Now, as expected, there's going to be there's going to be more cons because it's going to hold on to more stuff because it's got those bigger cells. But at the end of the day, what we care about is, did it catch the gold? So let's see. I definitely see some shiny up here. Gold, 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 gold. And looking good. Looking nice. So, it's definitely caught some gold. Did it catch all the gold? I don't know. But we're going to find out. So, don't go anywhere. We're going to pan this out. Let's do it.
Drums steady finally comes. Paydirt dream, yeah, paydirt dream. Gotta find that gold. Paydirt dream.
And there you go. There's your gold, baby. That's most of it. There was a lot of floaters, so I definitely got to go hit up the bottom here again, pan it back a couple times. I'm going to get all this snuffered up and recover everything back. But I'd say there's a good likeliness that we got all of our gold. So, let me take care of that, and we'll be right back. Alright, welcome back. We got the gold all dried up, and we are ready to see how much we recovered. Original weight was like 1.038 of a gram, 1 gram, basically. Alright, let's see it. How about that? 1.040. 100% recovery, plus maybe I picked up a grain. But there you go. It will catch. It will catch gold. There you go. So there you are. Got our gold. Prospector's dream. Yeah, you caught it. I knew you would. So, all right. I'm going to put this gold away, and then we will be right back with my final words and ROI. Well, I guess we'll be final words anyway, not ROI, whatever. All right, we'll be right back. All right, welcome back. Prospector's Dream 6x16 micro dredge mat. What can I say? It performed great. It caught all the gold, fine gold. I threw 1.038 was what I had weighed out before we found it. 1.040 is what we wound up recovering. So either, I think I picked up a little bit. Overall, it caught it. I threw some little gold in there, little flakes, little chunks, some fly poop. It caught everything. And I was expecting it to. I wasn't expecting it not to. Overall, I think it does a great job running paydirt. I think in your river sluice, if you got a 6x, it's going to be a great first mat. And you're going to catch all your gold right there. The rest of the dredge or the rest of the sluice run is going to be insurance. If your angle is off or your flow is too high, it's going to be your insurance. But overall, I think most of your gold is going to drop out right there up front. So all you need is a 6x24, the smallest sluice that they sell. Slap one of these babies in there and you are good to go. $39, you can probably buy it as a combo and save a little bit more money. But overall, if you already have a sluice, you can add it for $39, pick it up, swap it out. If you got a home sluice setup like I'm running here, I'm not sure if I like it over the micro mat for this setup, only because it does hold on to a little bit more material than I like to run down the micro, after I'm done running the micro mat and all that cleanup. There's a little bit more of the big pebblies stuff that we could just get rid of, right? But to be expected, because that's the nature of this mat. It has a little bit more space, and that's just going to be how it is. So what I would say, it's better for the river, because there you're gonna be okay bringing back a little bit more concentrate, but a lot less than if you have the combo mat. So I also have the combo, the micro Cape D mini, and that holds on to a lot of material at the end with the mini, and even the Cape D holds on to a lot of bigger nuggety rock material. And if it's not gold nuggets, I really don't want to keep it anyway. So I think this here is a perfect profile for at the river running fine gold. And I'm going to swap it out in my folding sluice with the high banker. I'm going to make this my top mat. I might pick up another one for the backpack or the backpack sluice. But I definitely like it, and I think you should check it out. If you're looking for a new mat for your sluice, or if you're just looking for a new sluice, pick it up. Check it out. Prospector's Dream. It's an awesome tool, and well worth the money. So go check. I'll leave a link down below where you can pick one up. They have a few other variations of this particular mat right now. Only a couple of them. They don't have a lot like the bigger mats. 12-inch mats, 8-inch, 10-inch. They don't got it. It's only the 6x16 and the 12x12 for the cubes. And what they used to call the banjo mat for the banjo pan is now for the buddy. It's the buddy mat. But it comes in that profile, or for that profile too. They've got that one there. So go check that out. And again, link down below. Prospector's Dream, great device, great tool, and I look forward to catching that shiny. So go check it out. Otherwise, don't forget to check me out, backyardprospecting.com. Head over to the Prospector shop. I sell stuff. You can pick up some awesome swag like I'm wearing right here, the Mooch shirt, along with all sorts of other cool gear. And other than that, just don't forget to hit that thumbs up. And if you're not a subscriber, click that button, hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of my future content. And yeah, there you go. Otherwise, that's all I got for you guys. This is Dig Daddy signing out from the shed. If I don't see you out at the rivers, I will catch you in the backyard. Peace. Where is my light? Hey, didn't see you there. Hey, why don't you click this link for more paydirt reviews? And when you get bored of that, click here for more gear reviews. And again, if you're not a subscriber, click right there. Otherwise, get out of here.